predictions and preview for Ultimate Fight Night 36. Machida versus Mousasi. So the night starts off with UFC veteran Thiago Tavares versus Zubit. Just let me have a second to try and pronounce this. I've actually seen this guy fight a few times, still can't get his name right. Zubit Tugorov against Thiago Tavares. Thiago Tavares been in the UFC a long time and should be hoping to pick up a win by knockout, by submission, by decision, any means necessary. Got some good wins against the likes of Spencer Fisher, Sam Stout quite recently. Lost to Nagadomov, and I didn't think he'd lose this one to Shane Roller. He lost to him and Kurt Pellegrino. But he's been in the UFC many years, picked up many wins. Backing him. Not sure how though, but by any means necessary. Vince Akade Andre versus Nikolak Mizouk. I do not know anything about Nicholas Mizouk, so he will be one to keep an eye on. So I'm obviously going to go with the familiar Victor Andrea. Good fighter. Debuted in the UFC not long ago against Bristol Miranda. He's got a good record outside the UFC. I don't know too much about either of these guys. I saw the debut of Andrade, and he was a guy I'd heard of outside the UFC. It wasn't a huge deal when they signed him, but I read about it, and I was quite looking forward to seeing his debut. He won pretty well, so I'm backing him. This is where the card heats up, gets a little warmer, baby. Eric Silva takes on Tirkanori Sato. Eric Silva has all the potential in the world, they say, and he does. Like, he has flashes of genius in the octagon. In pretty much every fight he's had, he's looked like he could be great, but he lost to Kim Dong-yun, who's a great fighter. He showed good moments in that fight, but just couldn't overcome Kim Dong-yun. He beat Jason Heish, had a great submission win in that match. Lost to John Fitch, which was a brilliant fight, I thought, for him. Like, I know he lost. I didn't think he'd lose again after that, and he did to Kim Jong-un, so I was a bit worried after that. I'd like to see this kid reach his full potential, but he has a tough fight in Tikanori Sato, the Japanese 28-year-old. He's a good fighter. Fought in Japan for a very, very long time. I think this is the first time that he's fighting in the UFC, so it'll be interesting to see him in this fight. But he's on one of the MMA games. I believe it was the EA Sports MMA game. So it'll be interesting to see him fight on this card for the UFC for the first time. Main eventer! I did that voice because we're in Brazil, you know, so you spice it up. Yeah. Rolando Jacare Souza. A guy who was much hyped outside the UFC and has done not much wrong since he has came to the UFC, it may be added. On the verge of a title shot. Beat Yushi Nakami. Very good win for Jacare. He beat what's his name? Chris Kamazi as well with the submission win. He picked up some great wins in Strikeforce. He beat Robbie Lawler, Tim Kennedy, guys who are doing great in the UFC now. So expect good things from Jacare. He lost to Luke Rockhold, but he's on track now in the UFC too. Maybe we'll see them two match up again at some point in the UFC. Very likely. Um, his opponent, Francis, come on, another guy, another top guy in that division. Wins over Costa Philippou. I was quite surprised. I'm a fan of Costa Philippou, but it was a good win for Francis. Come on, he Lorenzo Lakin he beat. I think he's beat Kamazi as well. You know, I think he has. Not sure. Tom Lawler. That was a close fight, much disputed at the time. But yeah, so this will be an interesting fight. Jokere's ranked third, I think, in the middleweight divisions. I think Camont's around 7th or 8th. So you could see a number one contenders match here. The winner of this seemingly could go on and fight the winner of Weidman versus Vitor Belfort. There are a lot of changes, and you never know. Also, or this one. This is another one which could decide the number one contender. The main event, big day for the middleweight division. A lot of shaking and moving going on. So Lyoto Machida has looked pretty good as of late. Went a bit downhill for a while, didn't he? But he's on the comeback. Beat Mark Munoz. A lot of people were backing Mark Munoz to get a good win and go on and maybe challenge for the title. That didn't happen. Machida stopped him in his way. He did lose to Phil Davis, who's a guy who on his day can be a great fighter, but I don't know, he's never reached his full potential, I don't think. But he beat Dan Henderson, Ryan Bader recently. Obviously lost to John Jones. Similarly why he may have moved down to middleweight. Obviously great wins against the likes of Shogun, Randy Couture, Evans, Thiago Silva, Tito Ortiz. It goes on and on. Machida is a great guy. I don't have to go on about too much to him. Lost to some great guys as well, such as Shogun and Quinton, and obviously John Jones, as I mentioned earlier. But he's got a stiff opponent. Although I will be backing Machida, I'll go over, obviously, who I'm fully backing once more at the end. So, a great kickboxing and an Olympian guy here is fighting in Mousasi. Come to the UFC. Can't remember the name of the guy that he beat in his first match in the UFC. Didn't look too great, but he had a great record outside of the UFC in Strikeforce. He's another one who's on the EA Sports MMA game. Most of the guys who were on that game are now with the UFC. I just think it's coincidence. Don't think there's nothing in it. Lost to Muhammad Lawler when Muhammad Lawler was at his peak. Got wins again. Hector Lombardi beat a very long time ago in Strikeforce. Mark Hunt, he's also beaten Strikeforce. Mike Kyle, and he got a draw against Keith Jardine. But I think he gets found out against Lyoto Machida. So my picks, we'll just go over it one more time. In the main event, we're going Lyoto Machida by knockout, second round. I think Jokere is just going to have a little bit too much submission power for Carmon. And I think he taps him third round. But I think Carmon will be dominating the fight. He'll get a bit over ahead of himself or something. He'll get to the ground somehow and tap. Picking Eric Silva to get the decision win over Soto. I'm expecting Andrea to get a submission win over Nicholas Muzok. Although, I don't know either of them guys. And Thiago Tavares to also get a stylish decision win. That's what I'm calling. They're my picks. Let me know yours at the bottom of the page. I hope you listen this long. Thank you very much.